Grace. Thank God for grace. And well, it's good. I think that celebrities who tried, whether it was deliberate or it was a mistake that they found themselves in this occupied Jubilee House, and they call it occupied Jubilee House. Okay, well, but what it meant was that going to occupy the Jubilee House. Well, demonstration is a right of every every individual who belongs to any association. So as a country, Ghana, if we've gotten to a state where people want to be part of politics and want to say what they want to say, that's okay. Thank God we didn't record any death or any other thing. We had some. They said there were minor injuries per the report that came. We also heard they said the police was illegal for police to cross whatever happened. Like you said, things are hard. Things are difficult for some people. They are not living in space because if you still go to DBL, the number of cars that were registered this year, I heard that what were registered last year. So people are buying cars. Those who are selling houses, people are buying houses. So when your pocket is dry and you say the country is hard, and those who have will still come and tell you the system is hard. You understand what I'm saying? Because if they don't say it's hard, you keep on coming to them to ask. So it's a defensive mechanism. Yes, my head now. So that you don't say, can you say I had the that's the wine. But they are still doing what they are doing. And I believe that no circumstance will the rich and the poor become one. Never. It will be the biggest mistake that one day you wake up and the poor and the rich are the same. It means that God is not God. Those who are poor must continue being poor at where they are, and those who are rich must follow their rich mentality. If by mistake you become rich, continue like that. And if you believe there's any rich man that wants to also make you a poor man rich, it's a lie. Every rich man you get closer to want to use you to enhance their riches. So when you go there, find ways and means you can survive. And if by any chance you also become rich in your corner. And like what Ochabi Kwame said, everybody said, oh, he's gone for envelope, so he's speaking. But if you go for envelope and speak, is it wrong?
Well, if you've gone for envelopes first.
So if you go for envelope and you are speaking, that's okay. Because if you have opportunity to meet envelope and you pass, then you have a problem. Because if they want you to talk and they give you envelope to say what you want to say, and your conscience is serving you right because of the envelope, go ahead. But I think that Ochabi Kwame, I can't say for him, but his statement he made, for me, was not wrong. That fix yourself, brighten the corner where you are. If you do small lights in your corner, everybody does it. Will go. That there is no Messiah that can change Ghana. That statement to me that whether it's Akufo-Addo, is Butterfly, Alan Cash, whoever, NDC, Kum People's Party, yeah, bro. He says none of them can fix the condition in Ghana. So let's rather take it to that level where all of us will do what we want to do in our corner. And I think it was not in the a wrong light. However, my sister, when people are angry, be careful what you say. That is the side that has eaten into your stomach. When people are upset about issues, you can still say what you want to say, but be ready for what will come out of you. Like the Minister of Tourism, Honorable Awa, made a very profound, sensible statement that a lot of people didn't understand what he said. And I have experienced what he said several times that when we use our funeral for tourism, or we go for funerals and we also pursue, domestic tourism, it will help us. In essence, I went to a funeral over the weekend. A+ father died for the first time. We will have to go there to celebrate with him and bury the father. The amount of money I spent around Pomazi, I could have not spent it if I didn't go for that funeral. Do you understand? If like I would spend that money. We went to a restaurant in the corner, and the number of us on the table before we left there, we spent close to 2,000 Ghana cedis. That woman could have still cooked the banku, the tilapia, whatever, all the local dishes, and would not be able to do that. Some ladies were selling honey. They were carrying the honey, and they were happy. Say, hey, where they not gonna watch honey? No matter my money, say. So so what he said makes a lot of sense. But the creative art industry is silently angry. So when you come and talk, and you even pass a joke, they'll look for a joke to deal with you. So I think that the tension in the system is part of it. But because of the tension, it doesn't mean we shouldn't talk. We should continue talking.
Alrighty.
So Chami Kwame is right. Let's fix. I mean, when you wake up and don't come to work. Yes, the condition is not okay for you, but you come to work. So you are brightening your corner. You are building your career. You are making sure that your CV is aligned. So that's what he's saying. But just that, the time he said it, but what he says, I repeat it. Wherever you are watching me, brighten the corner where you are. Brighten your own corner. And so Ghana will become better. If you wait for Akufo-Addo, Akufo-Addo is waiting to go for retirement too. And that's what about me coming to break the eight. He's life movement. You understand? And as for John Dramani Mahama, he's coming to continue the things he didn't finish. So he's going to try and come and recommission the project Akufo-Addo has left. He has no commission. And so do your own thing. So that before they come, you are comfortable. And when you are comfortable, they come. Whatever they do will actually not worry you. Do you understand what I'm saying? They go to your environment, the roads are bad. But all the rich people in the corner, do you know what they've done to themselves? They've not done the road. To invest money to buy the road, they bought 4-wheel drives. You see how they brighten their corner. So when you're then acquiring, and the rich man in the corner there, and I think a few people that may waha, fast then they mention the name. The other lacra also sit down, and Casaluto, also the fear waha, and Papa, getting no, also could have got 3 houses. We see that Casibo Ham and the Yikitwala Wale, no. But we have solved the problem by buying 4-wheel drive for ourselves. So your Micra and your small car will always break down. It will not affect us. So brighten your corner where you are. You understand? If you get somebody and you are doing business, now let's go ahead. It's okay.
All right. Counselor says, brighten the corner where you are. Up next, we see that Ernest Opoku is talking about his marriage that apparently failed. He he was talking about the fact that the wife was, listening to other people, and that's what actually separated their marriage. Today, we're going to be discussing should past be discussed in public? Should your past secrets be discussed in public? If you think that it's okay to talk about your past secrets in public, you should let us know. You can call us on these. I'll get the numbers real quickly so that you can actually send a message and then we'll read it. But Counselor,
yes,
Ernest Opoku says that his marriage failed because you're in OTT and all of that and all of that. Anything you want to say about that before we get to the
Oh, well, you see, if you watch the full interview, I took my time to watch his interview throughout. And when you meet people like Delay who have delay in their interviews, you have to prepare. And I think Ernest Opoku, it says for 8 years, Delay have been looking for him to interview him. And he's not been able to, attend or be part of the interview. But lucky enough, Delay finally grabbed Ernest Opoku after 8 years. And within their conversation, you saw, if you watch carefully and you are somebody who is into this interview system, he really went prepared. And Ernest Opoku went with a particular mentality. Memeba, I'll kick it off. I'll say it, whatever. But unfortunately, he fell down in the process and started telling us what it is. Maybe most people didn't even know that Zubu was married before. So if you are in marriage and you are listening to people and you leave your marriage, please, there's nothing wrong with it, though. Because your marriage is for people.
Yes, sir.
But who did you marry for?
I see. Well, Counselor says your marriage is for people. If
Yes,
you actually believe it, you should send us a message on 0596 843 922. 0596 843 922. Tell us what you think about sharing your past secrets in public. It's still entertainment. We're having that conversation. Let's go for a break, and then when we get back, we'll continue.
They knew they had a break. We could have not started the topic then.
Again,
If they knew they had a break.
it was that time.
How long is the break?
I think that's Dennis's favorite ad. Mommy, what's on? What's on? Those are noises. So,
Yes, so like
yeah. Oh,
all right. So for the rest of you and the rest of you who are still watching us, like I said earlier, if you listen to people and you decide to leave your marriage, it's a good choice. Because people too have listened to people and they stayed in their marriage. So if you also listen and leave, there's nothing wrong. But anytime you plan to leave your marriage, plan where you are going. Because most of you left your marriage and you didn't have anywhere going.
yeah, you go back to your body's
Yeah, your father's house is waiting for you. But how are you going there? Are you going back there looking for a husband or going back there trying to marry your father alongside your mother? Or what? Because definitely, depending on how long you are staying in the marriage, and that's why you're coming back. And the Zoboko is believing that, is it they got married for 3 years, they had a daughter, and the wife was hearing. What were the things that the wife was hearing? Because there are too many things you hear. One of the first things you hear about a celebrated man like Edesopoku, who is sexually active according to his interview, because Pesibashi said it that if there are men, they are men and they are men. And one man that Pesibashi has met is Edesopoku. I mean, so if you are with someone like Edesopoku and people come to tell you that he sleep with everything in skirt, and that is the reason why you are leaving the marriage because you don't want a man that sleep with everything in skirt, that's okay. But if you're going then plan that you want to go and meet another man who doesn't sleep with everything in his skirt, or you are going to be single, and you see,
Is that possible?
if it's not possible, then why you listen to the people to leave?
Well, no, it's a question. I mean, to you, do you think there's anyone?
Oh yes, yeah, oh, there are men who have decided, and usually it's because of poverty. It's poverty.
Are you on?
Yes, I have not cheated yet on my wife because of the level of finances I have. Because cheating is expensive. It's highly expensive.
Then you don't have money. That's why you haven't.
No, the money I have is equivalent to the two wives I'm managing. Do you know what I'm saying? Cheating is expensive, but if you are ready to do, because imagine you are going out with a girl who you find it, and if you really want to have a side chick, and there are two kinds of women. We have the side chick and the side dish. And if you
Side what?
side dish and side chick. So if you are going out with a married man, first and foremost, check whether you are a side chick or you are a side dish.
I see. But
And that will determine your expenditure level in the life of the relationship.
okay, so how I wish that you were here behind the scenes. Counselor just kept on talking about the fact that look, you don't have to um leave your marriage because of what you hear, because some people left and it worked for them, others left and we don't even know. So we're back. We're talking about, is it okay to let your secret out in public? I don't want to put the past there because I believe that, I mean, there's a secret that the moment it's a secret, it has happened and you're keeping it fast. But are you okay if you should share that in a public space? And counselor is here to deal with that issue. But you started to talk about
Yeah, so we are saying the past because we added the past to the topic because some believe that even though it's secret, a trouble. So a trouble there, and I say I did trouble there. So that's why the past is there. So the topic is having the past because a secret is meant not to be known, not to be seen, not to be said. That is the definition of secret. But we are still talking about a secret that people believe is in the past.
Okay. I don't know, but yes.
No, do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't. I mean, if something happens and you're keeping it secret, then it just happened, it's wrapped, sealed, and delivered. So it's in the past. But let's not talk about the English.
No, because of the topic that is there. That's what I'm trying to say. That the reason why we added the past is because people come out in interviews and they spill beans by saying that so they believe that once it's past, it is no more a relevant secret, and that's where we're having troubles. Because, for example, using Enesepoku's case, for example, the questions they ask, and it's true, President Bachi granted an interview before telling us that he went out with Enesepoku. So the question from delay to Enesepoku about his life started with by asking that it is said that you sleep with a lot of women even as a gospel musician, and if your wife has said blah blah blah, so like it's a confirmation. He says, oh no, who have I slept with? I don't do that. Then the record started because social media will never forget whatever you do.
True.
So yes, and when Tracy Bachi was saying what she was saying, if she could have denied it or refused to talk about it, and Enesepoku will not go and confirm or deny. But I believe that Tracy said what she said because it was not currently happening. Like somebody would say, yes, I slept with them. It was in my past. Now that I'm married, I'm no more sleeping with them. The fact is that should a secret that is past remain at that place or steal it because it's past?
But which one do you think actually works for people who are in the space? We're talking about gospel artists. And for the fact that what Tracy said, some people feel that it's going to dent his career. Some people feel that, he's Christian, not forgetting that he's also human and all of that. So does it mean that we have to weigh what we say, even though it's from the past, or it's okay to seal it up for good?
Now, the secret is that, you see, most of us believe it's not when we say past in a relationship. For example, just about, is it 2 days or 3 days now? The movement leader, Alan Kojo Chairman saying the butterfly, Afafanto, movement leader. During his interview, some questions came as provocative. Yeah. And I realized that he was managing himself. Some he spoke, some. So I'm saying that the past relation we are talking about is not just about loved ones, but even your previous place of work. Yes, I was formerly an employee of XYZ. We're cooking so and so. So people think once you leave, any statement that is a pass, near what JSS, near what not yet, not me who Christo. So, like to your question, because as suppose you're asking, so you're Christian and I got to yes, he said it. He said he's not. The fact that they say he's a gospel musician, it doesn't mean that he's not a man. Because if he told us that a man without a beard is not qualified to be a man. So at the end of the day, and suppose a human being, we are all human beings that definitely they will fall and they will rise. This is what
I see.
Or you are talking about the nose mask type. Yeah. Like somebody who has moved nose mask from their nose to the beard. Those ones, Hair. If he says beard, he say beard. If he say hair, we could have had trouble with the president and the rest who don't have hair on their head. But he say beard, so it's okay. He's a man. So none of them is a man. You have hair there. So what? That is where he's saying. We're all looking at him. He's a gospel artist, and when he goes and sleep around, and they ask him, the anointing will get finished. But I'm saying, generally speaking, spilling the beans, bringing the secret because you believe it's in the past. Somebody has lost a particular marriage today because a JSS conversation, because I was JSS crowd, we crowd, so the lady is married, and their friend comes and say, oh no, what GSS 3 and yet them and then kind of cranker. You call new town, and I can see also about our dear pen, Robert Snahum and the book Cassetiansa. Receipt in the cry 85. No, I want me horses here. Well, any day, it's all kind of crabia, a yano cre, a check. And on Jim, this I check a cofa some other.
But don't you think you should take very matured people? If you know, you should know the person you're actually dealing with to want to say certain things. Because nowadays, the ladies, the smallest thing, we just make so much fuss out of it. Social media has also come to spoil the thing, so would you rather it's not spoken about at all?
The thing is that even if it's in the past, in the present, it's a secret.
So don't say that.
I fear the boldness of current girls who can easily come and say he slept with me. Recently, Aisha Body came to say that there was a lady who was sleeping with, what do you call it, Miss Bell. Said that for her survival and who she is and became who she was as in the music industry and she is still was because she had a relationship with the manager who was in Hasha Studios. I asked myself, yes, it was then and now. But the impact, ask yourself, is it relevant? Oh yes, he slept with me. You can find people who somebody met and said, oh well, you are a friend to my husband, and I realized that you have been a close friend. Yes, I wonder why the two of you also oh we had something, but it ended, and from that time we've decided. So you just spoke about it. But we believe that because that's what I'm saying, that because it's in the past, that its relevance to become meaningless. Now we have sexual intercourse with a lady, and she doesn't care. That she can boldly say it, like I'm not Coco, thinking that she's having relapse. But majority of the things she says, even out of relapse, she's able to repeat it. So is it a relapse? And whatever she's saying, whether it's a lie or it's true, whether it happened or it didn't happen, it has happened in the past, not in the current. But she believes that, oh, say no, whilst we were yet sinners, Christ died. Ladies and gentlemen, whilst we were sinners, Christ died. And we are free there. So they tell you right now, and your husband is angry, you are not supposed to be angry about this thing. Those times you didn't know me, and so whoever slept with me, it's true. You too. Who is angry currently that, yes, why are you angry? That your wife is saying that, yes, I had sexual relationship, yes, with Counselor Lutrot for 4 years, we didn't get married, we left. And so why are you angry? Why didn't you tell me? Why do you want to know for?
Well, some people feel that it builds a bit of trust.
Trust in who?
Share
no, trust in who? Trust for who? For you or for the woman?
Well, you get lots of couples like, okay, before we get married, is there something you want to tell me? Something I need to know? And then you see that because of don't see, then people just
so they do what they call full disclosure.
Sort of.
So that's, is it FOOL disclosure or FULL disclosure? FULL. It is never it. Nobody has done FULL. Always they do FOOL.
They leave part of it. Like
no. It is anytime you are able to tell your partner, can we all share our past and move on? There are parts that when you don't share, they are still relevant. Even that. For example, I have a child before I got married. There's a living thing. So definitely, I had sex with a similar, and that's the mother. It ends there. But somebody is running down the story I watched a movie yesterday in the time. I was just sitting. I was having a meeting, but I was listening to the thing. The lady met a new guy who had one son, and she too came in with one daughter and started. That our children are getting together discussing, but we have not told us what happened. And he said, yes, a certain guy raped me when I was earlier age, and then you know how the movie goes. And then they went to play the video, how the guy raped. Then she came back. Well, that's my story. What is your story? And the guy said, for me, I have no story. Oh. He said, so who is that? He said, oh, actually, that child is not my own child. But I can't discuss that thing with anybody. It's just yesterday. And she felt bad that she has spilled her beans and him, he has not, because this guy is mature. And one person, a guy had, a certain man came to town and wanted somebody to have a night with, which is normal. I mean, you want to have a night with. It's not always about sex. Sometimes you want to have a night with a wake water and drink and chew granules and you
So
go.
why should women be the article or object?
Because when same sex meets on the same table, they don't discuss anything that gives them stress free. They go back to business. But when they meet people like you who are breasted, who have different image, because if you are a man, you don't have breasts. But somebody sits in front of you with breasts, which brings longevity of life. Somebody sitting near you, we have long eyelashes. Your eyelashes are dope. Somebody has done some makeup and lightened this chin here, and her lip gloss is going. And even with a straw, she has the way she picks the straw different from, because you don't have it brings a lot of difference. So it is not wrong. But the guy who recommended the lady, the guy said, I don't want anybody who talks plenty. We said, no, this girl, no. They were on the table at a certain hotel in this country. And the man said, my friend says you are very secretive. He said, yes, very secretive. Me, I'll say anything. Ask him. I mean, we've been having sex for 6 years now. Nobody knows.
The show is over.
You say?
The show is over.
No, he said, we've been having sex 6 years now. Nobody knows. And the friend just took a fool. Mono can me. Now, you can't even go to a year. I feel panic. Okay, Then the man gave the lady 2,000 and said, I'm going to Cape Coast. When I come back, I'll call you again. The man is still calling. And I called a friend and told a friend, this thing you say is secret. He just told me that. And when he called the lady and said, but what happened? He said, nothing happened. We're just chatting.
So it's just to prove that she's actually.
But if you can talk about past 6 years ago, which past can't you talk after 2023? So my issue is we holding on to a term, even politicians should be careful. All of us, because in 2024 elections, it is not going to be just deadly, but people are going to say things. And I brought you into the party when nobody knows you. And you were here. I said, well, I'm saying that the fact that it's past doesn't really reduce the relevancy of the conversation. Social media will always remind you, and look at all the things that the supposed was answering. Did you ever have a relationship with Nayas? Nayas Nasem, Mempesa Meka, Wamba Bumeda, or Bumianke say, Nayas Mobi, so it comes back. If now Nayas is trying to maybe live a certain life with a marriage, this particular interview has brought it up. And as for Aisha Modi is a giant with records of the past, and saying it in the present is so easy for her. You understand? So I believe that all of us should take a cue out of these things. That is better for you to die with a certain past secret of your life. Go into your grave with it. Let the ghost, even when ghosts interact with you after your death, to ask you that did this man ever had sexual relationship with you? Say me. You are already a fool. Be careful who you share with. On 0277 609 644. Maybe the secret is eating you up, and you think that when you spill it out, you'll be free. And you're no correct. But I am well. 0277 609 644. Some of you too won't say it. Oh, yeah, they are careful party. Oh, yeah, no. Me person can be been what I say. Man can you me pass him yo. And yeah, they give you proverbial conversation for you to know that there's a challenge with you. I have it. So be careful. Yeah, a politician. So, my father, your father, 0277 baby 609 644. Let's be careful if we can't keep secrets. My head is not a wholesale. God created every human being that your head might be a wholesale. Learn how to keep garbage in your head and not in your mouth. Well, that's my take.
Great. Counselor says that let a secret remain a secret. If it is sealed, let it be sealed. Throw the keys away and move on with your life. Don't share with nobody that's going to bite you or nibble you in the butt later. So this is where we draw the curtains for today. Is being entertainment. Our conversation with Counselor. We'll be back tomorrow. It's going to be Friday. It's going to be exciting. So catch his live tomorrow. See you. Hey, Counselor, you have a message. Someone says, hello, this is Queen Star from Tanzania. Please tell Counselor I really like him as his personality. She's clarifying, not like
She likes me, my personality.
likes your personality.
Because she always sees me dressed up. It's good. So you like me when I'm dressed.
Your dressed personality.
Yes, because in my naked personality, you might run away. Young lady, thank you very much for liking me. But if you see my nakedness, you might run away because it's no use to the normal nakedness you see. This is what I'm talking about here. So at least it's good. It's good for you to make that. So I continue my conversation with you. A maximum. What's the time now? So they'll do Kasebo show. They will do it. Is that it? Is that it? Do you have your Kasebo show coming up? Okay, all right. So I'll continue right from there, but we'll continue the conversation. Secrets, especially those of you on TikTok. I see a lot of conversation going on here on TikTok, and I'm getting very interactive. We have just 30 minutes to spend, so we might not do all the 90 minutes. But if you have a secret that is coming from anybody, a secret that somebody must come to a point of not knowing, but you believe that it has to be known, that's okay. Nobody is forcing you to keep it. Mitibe payo, asemu mitimo, moshwe no manka mewu. Let me encourage you. Woo. And I only da akwa he na ama me. Yeah, King. You remember the life of Amachi Dede? And that woman who said Amachi Dede came to play a band 40 years ago. And when she went to sleep over in Amachi Dede's house. Amachi Dede didn't even give her anything. What is anything? Is sex not anything? If you go and you have opportunity with Amachi Dede, and then after that act, Amachi Dede has sex with you. Do you know what it means to have sex with a legend like Amachi Dede? And the worst of it is that out of that gracious, powerful sexual interaction, you had a son. He didn't come to name the child, but rather you gave the child Amachi Dede Jr. Not thinking about any other. You see, and when they gave the woman opportunity to be interviewed, see the thing she said. See that. So most of you at times, I don't know whether it's the cameras. I don't know whether it's because you feel you have to trend. I don't know. I mean, somebody's working. We all know we have, you see, and that's a painful thing. At times it's dangerous. You know your breasts are small from JSS. Your hips were flat. We had the old pictures when we took a group picture. And the way you are standing, your hips are just like both foot, 5 cedis. The former 1 cedi now is 5 cedis. So all of a sudden you come and post and you are bloated. And nobody asks you to write the caption. Listen, when exercise is doing the magic, forget about knives and liposuction. There are an old JSS mate who cannot keep secret in the past come to say, hey, mommy, and what of this picture too? Then you come and go back the DM and say, now also, Jimmy Semben, Jimmy Semben, Minka said, me, Mintana said, me, to that. Me say, exercise, mama, 2 years, say. And we have a posting a year then. And one ya baby, sister, ya one ya no. The secret in one crop for why careful. Be careful. That is why when people are recommending you for marriage, think twice. And my brother in America is looking for somebody to marry. So recently there was a party we attended, and it was a lady's 50 years party. Unfortunately, I just want to go for a commercial break and come back and pick up. We'll move forward, okay? Now, we had a party, and then the guy said, "You couldn't know anything. I'm the man who was Ghana." And I was not talking. He won't finish saying what. Now, but I'm a bit of one or pen. Not me, but I'm no pen. Move it forward.
I hope you can hear the sound of what I'm chewing. It's nothing but it's ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America, everywhere you want, 862-215-2007. You can chew it like this, or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your akpatashi, your whiskey, your brandy, anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips, 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. It's your ginger honey chips. Get one for yourself. $10, free to go. Enjoy yourself. Thank you. I hope you can hear the sound of what I'm chewing. It's nothing but it's ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America, everywhere you want, 862-215-2007. You can chew it like this, or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your akpatashi, your whiskey, your brandy, anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips, 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. It's your ginger honey chips. Get one for yourself. $10, free to go. Enjoy yourself. Thank you.
What do you watch? You
watch, Papa.
Now, what was the second way?
Comparable.
And then the next year.
Where are we?
Yes, soon. Say, nay, it has so pass off for Jawo. Please let me share a draw family legs. No, may check when they make a war, may come by one. Mr. Mingham, my sister. My answer to me, I'm meeting me, woman, and stand on coming sister. Ning edge, I you. See my word, ramage. Hey, loving yes, in me. My one is me, I'll say between my bones. Any family bless, family bless. I feel it's not can I'm more home come.
Femiblex Obabia Downful. Femiblex number
1. Watch it.
Is bad breath distancing you from your friends? Worry no more, because NBF Gingival Gel will put a smile on your face again. It is good for bad breath, tooth decay, and gum issues. NBF Gingival Gel has antioxidant properties of vitamin C and E and soothing properties of propolis. It can also be used as a toothpaste. You can also mix it with water and gargle with it. Always remember that anytime we talk about bad breath, NBF Gingival Gel will be there to do the magic. For bulk purchase, contact Light Pharma and leading pharmaceuticals or call us on 0200-799-325 or 0267-569-764. NBF Gingival Gel, your new best friend for your mouth. This advertisement has been approved by the FDA. Is bad breath distancing you from your friends? Worry no more, because NBF Gingival Gel will put a smile on your face again. It is good for bad breath, tooth decay, and gum issues. NBF Gingival Gel has antioxidant properties of vitamin C and E and soothing properties of propolis. It can also be used as a toothpaste. You can also mix it with water and gargle with it. Always remember that anytime we talk about bad breath, NBF Gingival Gel will be there to do the magic. For bulk purchase, contact Light Pharma and leading pharmaceuticals or call us on 0200.
All right, so we're back. Let me read some messages. So thank you for my dear Penna. I will try and see if I can do a picking for the rest of you. But our discussion is straightforward when it comes to secrets. So you can find out that recently some people went back and said they had relationship with their bosses, and that is how they were able to, as it were, make it. But the question is, if a secret is passed, does it mean it is no more relevant? That's the question. Because it's a past secret, does it loses its validity of becoming potent to destroy somebody? We have a living thing. For example, you have a child with me, or we have a child together whilst you were not married. Yes. Even though the relationship was secret, it broke out, and then the child is an evidence of the act that the two of us either endured or enjoyed. Enti share them yinsa banka obi enim enwe enwumere yawe obi enim isan se yinsa mba ba nyinsem ba na wo abofra na nyinsem kura amba na go yigu a obi enim so obi ayo ada say but obi ayo nyinsam ba enye obi ne ma ukọ me ekọwe o da upie ya onfa na asam so why na dey so soro abofo emma ori won pa asem ne yankantia mumbisa ne se onim abna ana. You know, and when they make such statements, that is, you ask you if you know a certain abna, what comes back in mind is that, hey, now you go be said in your car, bisano. Do you understand? So if the secret is in the past, no, it's not a tripod, it's the phone. Just touch the phone. Just lift it. Uh-huh. Push it well and lift it. Just push it to lock well in the tripod. Just slide it, it will just come. Uh-huh. You know, my Isaac is back. You know Isaac. Isaac and his troubles. It's a long time you heard me doing camera direction. All right, so I turn the camera small. It's as if I become too small. I'm alone. So tilt the whole tripod. No, yeah, that way. Good. Good. Aha. Thank you very much. So, like I'm saying, don't worry. Don't be worried about our numbers. In Ghana, once they report and block you, you lose the numbers. But let's keep the content for the other times. You know, the 900 is no more coming because somebody, it's okay. It's part of it. It's my data. 10 gig, 10 terabytes. The whole company don't even have 1 terabyte. So if I'm transmitting on 10 terabytes, it makes a lot of sense. So somebody says on Facebook, a secret is a secret. It should be, it shouldn't be shared. I like that one. And now Rinchua says that a secret is a secret and should not be shared. That's the issue. Should not be shared. Good. Then comes another message here. It says that if you like, you can, but want to listen and what is the reason behind you and your target? Alabama, I didn't get this one. If it is Alabama, I'm trying to get this message. It says, if you like, he said, if you like, you can, if you like, you can, but want to listen and what's the reason behind and your targets. I think you want to say something very, very important, but you are thinking faster than the writing. So I'm reading slower than the reader. If I want to interpret what you've written, it means that you are saying that if you want to share the secret, go ahead and share it. But you should know why you want to share it. What is your target? Secrets are secret, but we are looking at it that if it's in the past, does it have any level of relevance again? That's where the problem is. But most of us have come to believe that if the thing is no more there, 1985, 1996, how many years? Or say 11 years. Now 11 years, that's the every kind of money I had. And I quite fast go abroad. If I catch them, I'm wherever. Now, what's Ghana? You brought $1 when you saw you. What's the style? You saw $1 and tea. What do you be a camp fast go abroad? And I mean, 2 shame, I'm in the back room, 2 shame. A brand TB of Etna, Kromhanos on money, Evans, money, now, Senator Barnes said Evans, meaning the senti, yet in the password bar Ghana 1985. And you 2 and any shame of the quiet bridge. And to my Bible, and I'm 1 Ghana. And not just I want to listen to me carefully. The most important conversation is not about the 1 Ghana. It's about right now the way you were able to go to America. Look, it makes sense for you to join an aeroplane and don't be part of the masses, the economy class. Even though you are all in the same aeroplane, if you are in the business class, it makes a lot of difference. That's true. But we're in this country where Kafi Danku, if you know Kafi Danku, we didn't follow her to the airport. But all of a sudden, when she went to the lounge and she was eating, she did a video. And she went to the first class, she did a video. 2 days time, then people came on social media. Tell us how much you paid for the first class or the business class. Now there's no first class again, but there's business class. If she could have just kept quiet, it is nice to tell people that you have upgraded from economy to business class. It is nice. Money be clearly by from club, obi any baby out now. But the opportunities in the business class is what those who are in the economic class will not get. That one is true. There are some people that they will never pass. So that is good to be there. But if you want to share with people why you are in the business class, it's not bad. Maybe you're able to sleep. Yeah, fine. So some of them will know, but this is where the painful thing is. If you drop from business class to economy class, that is where the trouble is. So you find yourself in the economy right now, and then you go like, well, we will enjoy the economy like that. What is it? Then your friend comes to say, hey, I don't know. Now, when I last time we post a video, my and say, oh, the business class, not to them. Hey, they let you hear the economy. Oh, yeah, they hear the person. Yeah, I could go to a man grow classes. Oh, yeah. Then the story becomes a story because somebody has your secret of your previous economy, business class video. And some of you too, you've never sat in business class before. But when they close and the business class people get out, the economy people will pass through the business class. So when they get there, then they intentionally go and sit in their chair, stretch their leg, and let somebody try me picture why. Then they post, I'm not landing. What's that? Hear me? I can't try picture. What I say? Who go post you? I say, hey, my brother. You forget to be taking this picture when the people come over the play side. You forget. Why they do so? Was one as one said, "Can I what I post to you?" The caption of you being in the business class, even though you didn't sit in the business, but you sat in the economy, your caption too can help you. So that if anybody has a video of you in the economy, it will not make any news. For example, you go and sit in a business class chair and you tell yourself, a year by this time, this seat will be my own. Me too, I will enjoy the business class on. You are seeing me like this? It will be real. It will not be a picture anymore. You forgot about that Photoshop that led her out of TV3, that she didn't go, but they planted her in the crowd. That story was not explained. I'm saying that never say it is secret, but it is past. Never say it. Never say it. I'll connect to you very soon. So for that matter, I'll show Ike what to do. Ike, you're going to bring me both cameras. And I'll show you what to do. The height, we're just doing a common challenge because I have to pick those on TikTok and talk with them. You understand? So, a very quick time. You know how we do it, the Facebook people, we know how we do it together. And we'll do it quickly. And the next 15 minutes we close because we have to pick up those on TikTok. Those on TikTok, they also have some things to share. Papa, can you please help me get a TV and radio station to work permanently? Adwa is a good request. I'll think about it. Permanent work. How much do you want to be paid? But right, most of the TV and radio stations, they want people to come and work, but they don't have money to pay. You get it? So Alabama said, if you like, you can share. Okay. So he's explaining it for me. Alabama said, if you like, you can, but want to. And what is Ike doing? No, I don't need this. No, you didn't hear what I said. Ike is back. Ike, I'm saying, I want to interact with the people on TikTok. So I'm going to turn the camera, the Facebook to myself. And the best thing to do, to turn it to myself, I think my chair is down. And I'll become Kapopwe in the chair. Already, I see my upper. So I might have to change my chair. No, this one is still, because of the height I'm running, I might have to change my chair, or even I might move to the news desk. So you give me just a minute. The connection I'm doing, I is not seeing the connection. Well, he's brought me it's a kitchen stool. It's a bar stool. I hope I'll be comfortable with the bar stool. I'll be too high. I check if you can reduce it. unless it's hydraulic. So let's go if you can reduce it. Go down again. Go again. So I can do this. A bar stool, even though you're not going to the bar, there's a bar stool here. I'll sit on it and then I'll do the change. Don't worry. I become taller. This is how you want me. I put it here. So for the TikTokers, they like this one so that you can pick them. Let me invite you. And for those on Facebook, my face has become big. But don't worry. I'll do it for you very soon. Don't worry. I turn the camera in 1 minute. You see, I should turn the camera. I know how. I open it quickly. I don't want Ike's face. So open it. Sorry, it's okay. It's part of production. You put it down. Get the camera. If it's not a software, it's a normal thing. Straight ahead, we can easily change. TikTokers, me ba enye nko na mo na Facebook for so. All right. It will come. It will come. You see Ike's face. You see my face. All right. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Even if you are not patient, I am saying thank you for your patience. Definitely you saw Ike. Black shirt key. All right. Okay. I'm going through all this because of the TikTokers. If it's not those for the TikTok. So let's start for you. But okay, so I'm saying that the fact that you think that this happened in 1985, especially the politicians, there are times that they believe that we're German and I said time as my yeke na mo cry and warm. Young way I want to catch say fire. Young way na then I catch there. I am back of them. We have wives. Thank you very much. We have wives whose first children are about 35 years. And their husbands far back 35 years ago had a relationship with a certain woman in Ningwa. By then their son was 5 years. But right now the children know that their father slept with a certain woman in Ningwa because the mother told them, "O konsi ona se twem. Na me ka che oba se okodi oba echi wo Ningwa. Se no atwem e tetensem." So tetensem me ba na ono wedi 35 is yan. O ka tetensem a chem no. Okotru book history ama ya read another. You get the difference? So all of us, my issue is sharing your past. What relevance is there, especially if the past is truly past? JSS friends. And it happens that I don't believe in that thing they call throwback Thursday, throwback Wednesday, throwback. I don't believe in it though. Because most of the ladies when Tuesday. So Tuesday, a lady who has some bottle or kakra. Okobiti yase. And a member na tioni na argue. In a 2 akoye. And you say na little tear. You see 1 year. Say na little tear 50 tama mi share no JSS. JSS ben na woni mo say obi dey call Kumasi. JSS you Kumasi. And so no call we crack ne to on the ne sa. Only sister ketwa kra sa. So urbanity the baby edi no ko sa. Ancha no bi say madam bi kra omo GSS page no. Me ko se obenya picture na one. Me akofa picture na ba. Ampa again before onyi no se wakoshe bukura na dia no susu. Not as it. If you have to think about the car, say, Netuno, Wakoye, so no see your boy, na exercise. A 20 year abba, as you say, and could to be a when we lose it, we speak anyhow. And you can tell people past issues in the generation you find yourself. I just say, "Mo dear, mo keep it." You know too kind. Bisa say, "You call Dubai no. Why not? No call down. Oh, call Dubai one crash or no neko." What we are saying is that it's not even now. In 2007, they took you. Okay? Was it? Is it Brazil? Brazil na yakoba in Asemabefi. Yeah, it was Brazil. Yes. That Elvis Free Yankra, Honorable Elvis Free Yankra, Brazil yakoba obisun ye na yesi. Go to kube $11,000 nima. Yes, I had the coin na no moon catinary no. The door na nka. But yakoba ya. No matter take kasa. Me the surprise obi ya Brazil assembly twem. No be afraid we interviewer. Also, yes, in 2008, I'll be honest with myself. I'm a God-fearing person. Chimie. Who is a devil-fearing person? I can't lie. I have to speak the truth now. What again do I have to lose? I don't know. I was there. And if you ask Asimesi, we were in the same corridor when we saw Asimesi coming down to do us. I don't want to mention names. If you are bold enough, mention names. But they insinuate your past, their past, our past must remain in the past till we die. I mean, that's my take. If you can tell anybody about our past, there's a song that my grandmother was singing before she died. I was young by then, and this is in the past. And it is not a secret. That's what I want to share. There's a song that it goes like, "Say nyawa, why being there was say, uni penny na do, nya sem shell." You heard that song before? Say nyawa, but then I were not born. It's an old song. I don't know who composed it. I had to go look for it. My grandmother kept saying it because one day my grandmother sells application. And she was there when the Tankasi people came. No Tankasi. When they came, they said my grandmother is selling application diluted with a lot of water. That was about 9 years. So the Tankasi people came. And when they came, they had to test the application and see whether there's water in I'm sorry. So you are working here, you're supposed to go around testing that application. Now, you know, it's what I said, I don't know if you know about so that's as if for no me good. Would you contract your bank or just say a hygienic? Is it that Abaye on the streets? When they send the boys there, Abaye, and they are sucking the girl. Hey, most of boys in the upper porn look at our bag you because you said they know Jenny and throw out. And your bribe. How did I know? And you more, I don't know. I buy it for the back on that. Gully circle. You were tema cars. It will be identity ba no be adwika. Enti akwana pon after 5. And I'm say wa holding your money na no dey see baby. And a car okita Jimmy kasa na rubber na senti. Je the intro Samo. Maybe obi adidi na adwuma wanti ti ase. Enti abaye for no ji obi ade kakra kakra. But the milk two man na bag ni tie na. Nkofo enti na nkofo wo pam wo se no ma ogene. So they came to their grandmother's house and were testing their quotation to see whether it's diluted with water. And they started drinking. When this one take, what are near lie me? It means a young woman. That was one. Madam, she will be mommy. My father did go no for that. And I was sitting there watching. They tasted that quotation, so. Then finally they were saying that no, it's not true. Then one guy inside just said, it was. Then he mentioned the name of the guy who came to tell them that. He mentioned the person's name. My relevance in this analysis is that immediately they came to test that quotation and realized that it's not diluted with water. The best they need to do is to live. Ideally, there is a strip. I don't know if then it was there, but in my current times, for you to test the alcoholic level and the dilution, there's a strip you dip in it. When COVID came and we're doing the sanitizers, the percentage of the alcohol was tested by a strip. But I'm talking about far back in the 80s, they come and drink that potato. See, immediately they drank some and felt relaxed and they started coming on their face. Then they started mentioning the name of the man who told them that the thing is diluted. And they are telling them, say, they spilled their secret. It didn't keep long. My grandmother, to your friend is Swonipa. That's my grandmother's guy name, Swonipa. He was selling alcohol. Then the man who went to report came. When the man got there, no, my grandmother said, when I hold down, I will sell that for you. Mileo. Bianca no tanker se bi she ya cover car market acquisition ni ho so. Ow, me. Ya ka kwa me na kan. Ame bia ken gbe mo dan ye. Ni get job ni so ni pa je. Shin car market nu me e ti se wala ken nu nge ho aboya. Ow, so ni pa mi manu. One person drank and spilled the beans by telling us what it is. Most of us are like that. There are women that when you're having sex with them, in less than 10 minutes, they will give you a rundown of their past sexual partners. Hey, now one pa, Obinye me say that. Then the conversation starts. Where are you? What bonsoir? Hey, now the idea, what bon pow? Because a man when you your flat today, and I go share or pema. Nyamin ko abedwane. Now the idea. Toko bibi ani ho. America that was an idea me. Hey. Na onya wandro. Oh, there be over jini nipa. They spill the beans like that. There are people that they want to look for job. And because of employment, they come and release a lot of past. Let's be careful in this 2024 election time. It's not just about relationship. I was saying that I watched Alan Cash interview on YouTube, and he was managing himself not to say everything. Not to say everything. Somebody will just go and most of the things they come to see is exaggerated life. There's a wife today, there's a loved one today who is basing her fight on somebody's past statement that he has said. You are a former worker of TV Africa. You are a former worker of GTV, a former worker of TV3. And now you are being employed by Lutot TV. Your track record of positive things you did, at times they are not needed. They should be seen. But the slightest problem that comes, you go a relationship with you. I love you. You are not ready to go out with somebody's husband. It's okay. Then you start. You are not a bad person. But what I went through in the hands of a married man I dated for 8 years, I have taken a decision never to go out with any married man again. Hey, what Mr. Yagobo did to me, I was like a wife to Yagobo. And finally, Yagobo proved to me that I am nobody. I had 7 abortions to Yagobo. The fact that you're not ready to have a relationship with me doesn't give you the clearance to tell me what you had with Mr. Yagobo. Now I'm thinking, who is Yagobo? And if you don't have anybody like me, but you meet somebody else, who is Yagobo? You don't know Yagobo. Former Minister of Women Affairs and Children's Deaf Placement. Ah, Sabapano. What's your wo? Oh, bra, Mehe. Why ni say a wo? That's it. Atadebe na Michelle. Spaghetti top. So what's it? If any, akosomo. Handswear. Akosomo. So what's it? If your corridor, even akosomo. Me no koha. Ah, we have Vota Hotel. That's it. So I am Michelle. Who can't I am Michelle? I'm a little. Who corridor na me woman? I'm a Why wait, Papa, wait, to send any family, minister, former minister of Human and Women Affairs, Mr. Agbobo Nini, so what are the ocean? She also did the ocean. She corridor na me gine, you know, gine. I be baby. One at him anyway. And yet, I am a shame. You may cancel me to see my children. Jimmy, you see, even our children. Obiafro, but you see him. You bet you see him. Any thing was here. And I'm more audio. And I'm a audio. And I'm more audio, bipa. And I audio near me one. The man from my one. And you'll be at home. Please. If the thing is past, allow it to be in the past. If the thing is in the past, allow it to be in the past. Don't think that because the statement is old, you can share it. As people come to say, Abra, let's share with you the way I was able to come to America. The way Kwame Fast visa. I remember when Kenny Jonas started misbehaving, insulting the president. Then Hobson Adoya and the rest came to tell us how Kenny Jonas went to America. And based on that, they will bring him back. And I asked myself, this is in the past. Never use anger to come and tell us what we don't have to know. Be careful. You just want to be an intern. You are intern in GBC, TV Africa, somewhere. And somebody is talking about TV Africa. Oh, me my head no order. Sir, near to you saying, oh, 1999, hono. Ebesi 2000. Now what I'm here, Obey attachment. Na nyama me hu ye no. Nyame nko a. One afrewo. Never spill your past, his past, our past, secret, because you think it's in the past. Because when you bring it, they say, don't wake up sleeping dogs. Because when you wake them up, They will back. And when they start backing, they come and tell us that who let the dogs out? Boo, boo. Master, one interview you granted. Interview back one time see me say on sem. O say we dey twem we bet maka. Just ba twem ni twem pa. Na ye kasa baby edi ni hu ni. E ye no kurafo pa e trace buache. Na leti na ni jae. Oh, we asem de ye nyina ne bo ye say ye ntena bo. Waka ne tra oko. After we go it so poku pa no just what you from. Na den na trace buache hu woni so poku na bogi na ne nyum to no. Anasem no ye slim no. Ana ne mpema gro na ye kire so ye ade pa. God trace buache ti o de bi sa ante na and so poku ne twempuna ns de ne mpema gro dem ti so na sorry. Yeah. Me pese meka se nyensa be ne wosan komodi na ehun faso pa no eyedey na mo ni bra ni pa bre ansa na wo si dai he e twebe woni ru anu abro wan ha frɛ wo ena me se meka masem nyina wo wi asimu a asase ba akwa me toye what a beauty pageant you've been to a beauty pageant whether you won you didn't win whatever happened to you at the beauty pageant can we hold our mouth but I feel now over back me Miss Ghana wa yebi da o Ghana music wa yebi da o Africa for na me see pageant no be catch you say die ni mo boa and Crawford judges no kisa wani anya de o me do say me how many times so many nyame o oboa na when go for buy say ampa work of pageant na opiasen ope now the man na manaria sister when they say then let me walk so what can you call and they say even there's a book no better the book that she wrote and somebody took me to their place and I did 15 movies because they want to let one of the years you see one on any year 15 movies one on any year say one on any year say don't come and talk about secrets in the past. My head is not a garbage. I can't keep it. God created every man and woman that your memory should be able to capture secrets. Don't die with it. Most of us have destroyed homes, good relationship because of our secrets. So let me say this. Unfortunately for us, I'm trying to see that. Please, we know. Okay, someone said we know town council. Yeah. You know town council. Then you are not too young like Isaac. It says being in a relationship with someone with a clear past in this generation, very important nowadays. Okay, so I think what I want to mean is that now getting somebody in a relationship with a clear past is very difficult. But what do you call clear past? The past is past. Listen, when you meet anybody for a relationship, apart from a past with an evidence like a child, it's not important to discuss the past. We are moving forward. Forward ever. That's it. If there's a child out of the relationship, let's discuss it. But I've slept with Councillor before. I've slept with the former minister of social and so before. I've done this. Oh, said that me casa me na de ne. And the crowd say near collaborate. We went for a program and a certain woman came and said, "Hey, whoa, imagine a certain man's name. Wait, you collaborate. Me na ya dad mama sa and then no we never do." And I'm talking about a man who is about 52 years. When papa ya dad and mama 52 years ago, and now 50 years ago, and now 40 years ago. Ye share ye din komo a. Afi na wo kire. And our papa say, "Oh, boa. It's a lie. It's a lie. What's it a lie? Hey, Papa ne obesi sa ne dan na or top blocks by. Okay, sa block in the chi. Refi. One fan san she more block in the chi. Past relationship and its secrets. What is the relevance? What do you intend to score? What do you want to score out of bringing your past secrets in your relationship? Somebody will call you and ask you, tell me the truth. I won't tell anybody. Did he sleep with you? You say, well, I've decided not to tell anybody. But the way I am with you, I can't hide anything from you. So for you, I'll tell you, he slept with me. But this will be the last time. He won't sleep again with me. The important thing is not whether he will sleep with you again. You just allow a top secret to be spilled. My friend, let's all learn from this small lesson. Let's learn from these lessons of our lives. That the secrets must remain a secret, no matter how old it is in our lives. May God bless you. Let me read this message as I wrap up. It says, all right, so someone dated a lady for 3 years. After marriage, the man realized the lady can't give birth after several abortions with her ex. In that past, is that past not important? Good question. And let me help you by this. The fact that you terminate pregnancy might not be the reason why you are no more having children or you don't have a child. We have come to believe that if you have or you terminate pregnancy, the result is that you cannot be able to have a child. Now hear me. There are so many reasons why somebody will be childless and is not able to have a child. So if you have to tell your partner your past because you are not having a child, the number of abortions you have done. I have seen men who have blamed their wives because of their previous abortions, and that is why they don't have a child. But later on, when the men were given the opportunity to check their spermatozoa, the problem were not from the women, they were from the men. By then, they are destroyed by giving them names and records. They are meant to, that girls have collected money from in school, that they are going to do termination of pregnancy on their behalf. And actually, the money was used to buy gobe. I told you that one lady collected money from one of our science teachers some years back. The teacher got to know that I took some of the money. He beat me basa in class. Somebody went to say that the girl was not pregnant. I will use the money to go and buy beans. And the science teacher beat me in class for eating his abortion money. The lady was lying. There are men who have believed that they have children and they've aborted before, so they can impregnate a woman. Finally, it was a lie. So, if you're going to tell your partner your past sex relationship because of termination you had in the past, and that's why you're unable to put birth, is that what the doctor told you? If it's coming from your doctor, that because of a certain termination you had, that is why you cannot have a child. That is an information from a medical officer. Even that, you have to learn how to share it and look for the relevant, important things in it to share. That is why a doctor must not sit to you and your wife and disclose your medical record. And I love America for it. Even in America, the fact that your wife's medical report is there, when you go and say, my name is Reverend Counselor George Lutot, my wife is Mrs. Angela Lutot. She has a medical report here, and I'm supposed to come for it. They will give you. They will say you need an authorization note. She has to authorize them. Look, a friend of mine went to do a mammogram test, requested by a certain doctor in another gynae clinic. And when the doctor called the X-ray department of another place and mentioned the name of the lady, that the lady came to do a mammogram and he's looking for the result, they said no, they can't give the result to him until the lady who came to do the mammogram authorized that they should give it out. Sorry, not in Ghana. Even in Ghana, there are some places that when you step out right now, somebody will enter. The council and the PSC. That's all. Council say, "Mimbra, ne lab no be here. Move from me from bra." Council. And you know PSC. And you mean the picture here. So be careful of what to share. The fact that you've had some abortions doesn't really mean is the reason why up to date you don't have a child. So you should start telling your husband about all the sex you have with people. Please, let's watch it. Some of you want to be truthful. The year is coming to an end, and I want to be transparent to you. I remember that 5 years ago you asked me if I had anything to do with my boss, and I told you no. Now I have the courage to tell you yes, but we stopped long time. I was with my boss from 2000, and before we married in 2016, the relationship ended in 2014 before I met you. Is it relevant? Is it relevant? Don't think because the information was in the past, it will not have any negative effect on you. Keep the garbage in your head. Let your head be full with all the garbages you have in your head. And by so doing, you'll be able to see through and become a master of whatever it is. It's not difficult to keep secrets. It is rather difficult to spill out the secret. Very, very difficult. And like Alabama said, if you want to spill it, go ahead. But think well before you come and spill it. Thank you very much for being part of my conversation today. Everybody has something to say. But a word to a wise is always enough. The fact that I had a child with a certain woman before I met my wife is not the reason why I have to tell her everything. Enough is enough. What is not relevant, don't share it. And if the thing is in the past and it's a secret, let it remain in the past and as a secret. Most of you too can talk about a dead person. Oh, what come I send Mark Kayo? George Lutot. Or you need to do. Mr. George Lutot train plan 5 years. And so now, hey. Now, so, hey, do you know what he means? So, hey. So, I remember a certain young man died in Ghana. And after his death, the wife picked her phone and took it to Circle. Asked the boys to unlock the husband's phone. What is the reason? He says there was a certain lady who was behaving a certain way during the funeral. And she suspects that that lady was going out with the husband. And she feels that as as I'm taking her through death and grief therapy, what will cause her to be finally give up and believe the death of the husband and be free is to know whether the husband had anything to do with that girl. And I say, how will you know? He says, when they unlock the phone for me, I will go and read their WhatsApp messages and I'll know whether my dead husband had any sexual relation with that girl. And I'll have my peace of mind. I say, hey, madam, your husband is dead and has been buried. You've carried your husband's phone to circle. They should unlock it for you so that you check whether a certain girl who came to cry at the funeral was truly not going out with your husband. What will you get? You'll be free. Oh, yale. You see, I twisted my mouth. Oh, yale. Oh, yale for. I feel that. So when you go, now say, madam, so when you go and unlock the phone, and then you realize that he was going out with her, you say, I'll get peace of mind. I say, in what way? That my husband after all was like all other men. He was cheating. I said, what will you get from it? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So yesterday, a lady called me and said that my husband is in another region. When I went to visit my husband recently, I realized that my husband is doing some things in the region. So I called my sister, my cousin, and I asked my cousin that, can you help me to plot and catch my husband for me? So my cousin started chatting with my husband and sending my pictures of her breast and to see whether every past secret. Go into your grave. Every past secret. Go into your grave with every past secret. Good morning to those of you watching me in the morning. Good evening to those of you watching me in the night. And good afternoon for those of you who are watching me in the afternoon. Whatever secret you have between the two of us, yes, the network is competing with them. That is okay. No network is competing with them. That is why they are behaving like that. It's true. And we don't have any net. Nobody can come and compete with them here. As far as Ghana is concerned, who is it? Is it ATT go? Even me, when I go and bring a network, you go, you will not subscribe to it because it's my own. Sure. If I go to China and bring my Hume network, they will buy it. If I bring they will buy it. But if they bring this is Councillor Lutot data, even my ginger on it, how many of you are buying it? When they buy and chew a nice power, hey, Nadi, why not, Councillor? Hey, Councillor Lutot, oh no, ginger. Yeah, papa, dear, but Nipa no, yeah, papa, it's me for you. Majare, I made your family home. It's money new. Mapon, what are you here? What one be so? I mean, what when you are so credit your 2 cities. And you that's it. Madepa, me that's it. I dear Pena, thank you for the gift. You say, when we here. Oh, good, you are doing well. You're sending me roses. I dear Pena, you graduated. If you want to be sending me the other ones too as well. Why? Don't worry yourself. Now the things I sell them direct. So thank you very much. Good afternoon. Somebody says it. Like I said, I'm greeting good afternoon. So good night. Thank you all very much. We leave 5 minutes for gifting. Let's release the gift. Remember that. Thank you so much. Wow, I see love. That they pierce some sort inside. It means that they want to pierce my heart. It's good. Whoever gave it to me, God bless you. We are watching, but the network, I'm sorry. So we are doing gifting for me. So thank you very much. Oh, Adia Pena, I love that. You learned the thing. Today happens to be the birthday of one of the most special people of mine on TikTok. And the network is not too good. But Abna Sugar Crash, Abna, my one and only sweet Abna on TikTok. My new relevance on TikTok. Today, the 29th day of September, is the birthday of Abna Sugar. Abna Sugar, wherever you are, happy birthday to you. May God bless you and protect you. May the Lord God cause his face to shine upon you. May the graciousness of God keep you going, make you stand tall, make history with your life. May your relevance never go down. Whatever kills people at your age, may you be exempted. As we go around to post your pictures and celebrate you, may you be celebrated the more. And Adia Pena says, happy birthday to you, Abna Sugar. I know definitely this afternoon, our lunchtime talk, Abna will come around. Happy birthday, Abna Sugar. And love you so much. Love you genuinely. Love you, Star Beard. Happy birthday to you. And I miss my Clarice, the only certified side chick who is on leave on social media. Clarice, you have overstayed your leave. Come back, we miss you. And I miss you more than any other person on Facebook. Abna Sugar, happy birthday. Good afternoon. Good evening. Please, you can send gifts to Abna Sugar as well. Today is her birthday. And as you do for me, do more for her just on her birthday. And then the rest, do it for me. Ginger honey chips is the chips of the season. If you are in Accra, Ghana, call me on 0277 609 644. If you are in America, in any of the 51 countries, just order it. 862 215 2007. And if you are on TikTok and you want to have a conversation with Councillor Lutot, please call me on 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. I am out of here. Thank you for being part of my show. God willing, we will come back later in the afternoon. Bye. For those of you on Facebook, I'm grateful you came to join me. Barbara, I'm grateful you came to join me. Thank you for your input. Thank you for all that you have done for me. Every day you stand by me on Facebook. We've done 1 hour, 39 minutes, almost 40 minutes. What again is left? Just to say thank you to the rest of you who came. If you didn't come, I could have been transmitting on 0 viewers. And when you're doing live and you have 0 viewers, it leads to a lot of discouragement. Alabanyo, thank you for coming. Adiapena, thank you for being here. Whatever it is, remember, God loves you than any other person. Once again, viewers on Facebook, good night, good morning, good evening. Till I see you again. Bye bye for now. I'll see you. Bye bye.
I hope you can hear the sound of what I'm chewing. It's nothing but these ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America, everywhere you want, 862-215-2007. You can chew it like this, or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your akpatashi, your whiskey, your brandy, anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice, nice, nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips, 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. It's your ginger honey chips. Get one for yourself. $10, free to go. Enjoy yourself. Thank you.